Hello, I'm back with another plan with me, and this week we're going to plan the week of December 6th through the 12th, and I'm going to use this really pretty different kit from Chic Street Sticker Boutique. I haven't shopped for her forever, but she made this kit several years ago, and I finally purchased it maybe last year or the year before and kept forgetting to use it. It'll be my first Christmas kit, but it has like a gold holographic full. So you have your full boxes, then 2 sets of date headers and some scripts and date dots, and then some headers and checklist and sidebar items and some page flags down at the bottom. And then your check boxes with stars, and then a full page of boxes. And then you have 2 sets of headers, some boxes, some icons, and then 2 weekend banners. And then you have a really fun sheet of boxes. And it's funny, thinking back, I first ever remember her shop doing like the different size boxes, if you will, especially with the washi tape. And then the last page is the bottom washi. So it's a super full kit. I haven't played with the kit this full in a really, really long time. So that'll be interesting. So let's get started. So I'm going to go ahead and start with my bottom washi, and it's a thicker strip. Haven't done that in a while, so that'll be fun. I like mixing it up every once in a while. And I'm just going to try to push it as far as to the bottom as I can. Okay. This kit's so old that I'm wondering how well it's gonna fit my current planner. You can see it's a little short. I'll just go ahead and wipe that out. Sorry if I sound funny, I'm not feeling the best. My sinuses are having a little head cold going on. My husband was sick and he swore it was just allergies for him, and now I'm sick, so clearly it wasn't just his allergies, right? Okay, so do this side same, trying to keep them at the same height, but considering my hair got in there. Considering I'm not looking at the other side, who knows if they'll actually end up being the same height. So that's pretty, very pretty. And I think what I'm going to do this week is since I am not feeling great and I'm a little under the weather, well, that's the same thing. Pressed for time, I guess I should say. I think I'm going to go ahead and use these check boxes. It just speeds it up for me a lot. And I'm going to scatter them somehow. Got to figure out where I want this double box, though. I don't know. Sometimes I may do it on Wednesday and Thursday and split. I haven't done that too often, but I don't know if you'll be able to read the sentiment if I do that. Let's take a look. Yeah, I don't like that. So actually, I'm going to make an executive decision, and I'm just going to go ahead and put it up here in the top right corner over the weekend, which is probably the most common placement of a double box. I haven't used a double box in so long. It's been a really, really long time. So now the question is, do I just want to keep all my boxes at top or not? And I'm thinking I'll go ahead and scatter them. So what's going to go in the corner? Probably either the Christmas tree or the stocking. Perhaps one of these two, but probably less so. So we'll just lay them all down and see how I go. So I'm going to go ahead and do some plaid next. And I'm going backwards this week just since I started with the double box. And I'm trying to think this through because I'm going to use the full box checklist. So if I do like full box, full box, full box, full box, full box up there. I'm thinking about the checklist. I don't know. We'll see how it comes. I might go ahead and do the wood at the bottom here. I think it looks nice. Okay, so I thought about it, and I'm going to change things up. I'm just going to go ahead and keep all the full boxes on the top row. So that way, when I use the full box checklist, it doesn't confuse me too much. If that makes sense. I don't want to have to think about the placement. And if they're beside another full box, or because doing a double box throws it off, you can't really then also scatter these, because you get what I'm saying or you don't. Sorry if I'm confusing you. So I'll just go ahead and put the Christmas tinsel and ornaments there. Now I think I want the, yeah, I might go ahead and do the plaid at the end. It feels like a lot of green, but there's just really no way to break that up. So I'm going to go ahead and do the Christmas trees here, and I'll do the side stocking and the sideboard. And since I'm keeping them all at the top, I'm just going to line my sidebar sticker as well. I like when it lines up like that if I'm doing just the full boxes at the top. So wipe that up. So I got all my full boxes down. So next I'm going to go in with, oh my goodness, what are these called? Okay, so I got all my full boxes down, and now I'm going to go in and I'm going to put down the date headers. And I decided on this one, I feel like they match the sidebar nicely, so they won't contrast with any of the boxes. Now the boxes have that same look, except that double box a little bit. And then I'm also going to put the headers down over the full boxes, and then I'm going to put the set of to-do headers with these checkbox. So I'll do all that, and I'll probably speed y'all through and be back in a sec. So it's interesting I chose to do that this week, but anyhow, so we'll get over here and get to the sidebar. I would like some type of header to match. I wish kids really gave 8, but that's okay. It doesn't look like I have any headers left. What I do know I have in my collection is the solid headers. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull one of those out and use it. It'll blend closely to the header next to it. So I'm going to put that down. And I don't think I said at the beginning, but if you looked at the kit, you would have noticed there's no deco in this kit. So I'll have to get creative with what I'm going to put the month on. And they have these fun boxes, but I don't think none of those will fit up there in that space. So I could do just a quarter box. Or you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and pull out some of my holiday stickers. See, there's a page from the same shop that I bought a long time ago. Okay, so I found these bow boxes in my collection from the Giving Girl, and so I'm going to use this rectangle one in that top corner, and I'm just going to keep it really simple this week. I may go back and see if I have anything to match, but I think I'm going to have to push it all the way down to make it fit. It barely fits. Then I'll take my December script and layer it on top. And if I find anything that I think will look good, I may go back and add it, but at this point I'm just going to put the December and leave it at that. Okay, And then underneath that, she has a lot of good sidebar items. And since I'm kind of doing old school, I think I'll just keep it that fashion, that way. And I'll do, I could use these headers. No, I don't think I'm going to, because they don't really go with the rest of the kit since I use these headers. So I'll just use the headers that come with the kit. So dinners, or no, I'm going to do the habit trackers first. So I'll use important, I guess. Or no, don't forget works. And I haven't been tracking much, to be honest. I do my monthly habit trackers, so I don't find a huge need for it in my sidebar, but I try to do stuff that I don't track in my monthly view. And she gives you 3. I'm not going to use all 3. I think I'll just use 2. And I don't know if you noticed, some of these stickers, they are cut, but they're very difficult to get up. So you have to be super careful. But it's okay. Had I bought this kit more recently, I may reach out to the shop. But so far, I don't think I've had any of them tear when I'm getting them up. I just have to be a little more gentle and take my time. So, there we go. And I just realized she just cuts right on the border. She doesn't give herself any space, which is impressive, I guess. So I'll put down those 2 habit trackers. And then I'll use the dinner headers. I'll be curious tomorrow how I feel to see if I'm going to be able to make it to work. And I'm going to use the green one. She gives you 2, but I'm going to go for the green. The main thing is nowadays, you know, when you feel sick, you just don't want to go in public at all. And rightfully so, but at the same time, I have too much work to stay home. Okay, and I'm not sure what else I'm going to put here. Since I have so many to-do lists, I dang sure don't need a to-do list. But I don't have any more full boxes, so that makes it difficult. So I may just have to throw down a another checkbox anyhow, and perhaps I can put something. I'm going to probably cut 2 of them off. Although I know she gives us these smaller ones with rounded, but I don't want to use those. I want to keep with it. I could do it to go. I like that because I definitely have somewhere, a lot of places to go with it being Christmas time and all that. So let's do that. I'll put to go. And then we'll see how many I can fit. And I want to use the darker green. So it looks like I just need to cut off 1. So let me just snip that off. She gives you a line, a glitter line, so that helps. It makes it easy to follow. Okay, so I'll put any errands I have to run down there, which I already know several of them, so that'll be nice. Okay, so now the sidebar's done, we'll move on to my weekly plans, and I took my cousin's advice and tried to write it all out beforehand. And there's not much on the weekly plans, so this will go fairly quickly. It won't look as empty this week since we're using the full boxes up top. And I'll probably go ahead and try to make this bottom section full, like using boxes and whatnot, just so it will look like a no white space planner. It'll be funny. Funny to me anyways. Okay, so Monday I have my normal, I say normal, my same meeting I have every week. And I don't think I showed this, but she gave a sampler that kind of matches the full in the kit. So I'm going to go ahead and use that. I mean, I could just use one of the boxes that come with the kit, but I really like this shape and size, so. Oh, I changed my mind. I'm not going to use that. I will use one of the boxes that come with the kit. I decided I could save those to use at a later date. So I will put that down. And for my Monday morning meeting, I just grabbed this TV from Roy Street Sweet Addiction, and I will put it, oh, where do I like it? I guess I'll go down there. And then that's all I have on Monday, so whatever else big I do. Oh, and I want to say I'm not going to plan my workouts this week since I am feeling so bad. I don't know how that's going to go. So I'm just going to save some space like there. And whatever I end up doing, I'll put... And I actually took this weekend off from working out, which I have not done. So Tuesday is, I have one meeting, environment of care. And then I also have, my housekeeper comes. So since my housekeeper comes, I don't really have to do anything. I'm just going to use a small box for that. I'm going to go ahead and use this one with the ornaments in the background. And I have a little green spray bottle that I pulled that I thought matched nicely. So I'll go ahead and put that, and that'll be for my housekeeper. And then my environment of care meeting, it's to do with patient care for the hospital. So I'll just use this little medical bag. I don't use these very often, so I figured it'd come in handy now. Excuse me. And I will use, I love her tiny boxes, but we just don't have the floral in this kit to use them adequately. So I'm going to use a flag, and I'll go ahead and just use this quite large plaid one. Doesn't seem to be cut that great again. There we go. Sorry, I'm having a, there we go. Oh, that's so big. Can I do that? It's annoying me. That's so big. Yeah, I guess I'll just... I don't think there's any smaller flags. And I don't want to use a box, so anyhow, that'll work. I'll write the environment of care, and then if I work out, I'll have a little something there. And on Wednesday, I have 2 meetings. I have 11 a.m. safety meeting, and this is for my institute. No, it's not. It's all lab safety, so it's across the system. And then I have a 1 p.m. clinical staff meeting. So I'm going to use these tiny clipboards. I think they're super cute. So I'll just put a little clipboard up there. And then, see, now I feel like I would need some deco over there if I use that. But I think I'm going to put the icon in there, and I'll write over there. And then 1 p.m. clinical staff meeting, which I will use. Oh, I'm sorry. That is not for my safety meeting. That fire is actually for a fire drill that's happening later in the week. So I'll have to do that later in the week. The safety meeting, I guess I just put a calendar. I just have this little calendar. And I will use, what am I going to use? Dang, I have to use another quarter box. See, when you go back and plan with older kids, it's kind of gets difficult. Just, coming up with something. So I'll just keep it what I was going to do. I'll just change out the color. There we go. Again, well, maybe I don't. Maybe I just let it hover more in the center and then put the icon. That'll work. That's what I'm going to do. And then also on Wednesday, I have the clinical staff meeting, which I guess I was going to use this little alarm clock. Actually, I feel like they're big. And if I didn't say, I think most of the see-through clear icons are from Roy's Sweet Addiction. And then the ones with the bows on the white paper are either Paper Muse Crafts or Crafts by Towie. I'm pretty sure that's right. I sometimes, when I get stickers, decant them onto other sheets. So when it comes down to it, I don't know where they're from. And I apologize. And I'm trying to save a little bit of room at the bottom, so if I work out. Okay, I don't love that, but that's going to have to stay for the clinical meeting. And then on Thursday, I have no specific meetings, which is good. And on Friday, it is payday. So I'm going to use these little dollars, which I love. And I think there may be a payday script. I mean, there is, but I didn't know if I wanted to use these or not. Why not? I will. I'll go ahead and use it. Yeah, hopefully it'll blend in with the quote box. And I'm just going to use a little, I think it'll fit. No, need something bigger than that. There's a ton of boxes in this kit. They're just like all quarter and half box size. So anyhow, I'll put the payday there. And I'll layer these dollars underneath it. How about that? Yeah, not my cutest work, but when you don't feel good and you're a pre-planner, you just got to get it down sometimes. So that'll be Friday, and that's my paycheck I get. So I know I'll mark a lot of paydays, it seems like maybe, but that's my husband and I a lot of times. Okay, so Friday is the fire drill, so I'll use this sticker we have again, and I will layer it to the side, and then I'll write next to it the time and location of the fire drill. And then on Saturday, it is Ardent Day at our church, and I did not take out any sticker for that, but I'll just go ahead and use this whole big, it's going to take up a lot of time, and if I work out, I'll put it down there. So I'm just going to use this big Post-it note for that. And Sunday, we plan on watching the Cowboys, and we have church. We'll have regular church before. So I'm going to go ahead and put down a quarter box for church. And then I will put something in for the Cowboys. Guess I'll use a flag. I haven't used too many of the flags yet because they are so big, but what are you going to do, you know? Unless I want to cut it down. I actually will. I'll try to... Ooh, sorry. Hit my stuff. I'll try to trim this down just a little bit. And since it's plaid, it gives me... I have like some lines to follow. So now, I don't know if they'll be equal from each other, but it still helps. Okay, so I think that looks good. And then, yeah, I'm just going to do it like that. Right there on the side of the page. And then that's it on Sunday. So the only other thing I have are are non-day specific tasks. And I think where I'm going to go ahead and write those are, where should I do that? I think I'll write those on the days I think I'm going to do them. So I will fill everything out and be right back. All right, friends, I'm done filling everything out that I can now. Add a few things to my to-do list. And that's going to be it. Thanks for bearing with me through this one. I just really didn't have much energy. And I'm going to go get on the couch. But I did enjoy this kit. It's very pretty. The only thing that would have made it better was some deco.